Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to McCann Tech for today's Tri-County League game between the Hornets and Smith Vocational from Northampton. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Rick Bua, joined as always by John Bird and Joanne Hurlbutt on this October day. The last time we were here was a few weeks ago when the Hornets took on the Druid Blue Devils, and we looked across the mountain, John, and we said, you're just starting to get some color, but it's definitely peaked out now in mid-October.
The last couple of days didn't help, the wind and the rain, but certainly past peak. And what a gorgeous, sunny, bright day in the 50s. Football players are going to love it, Ricky, but you and I are in the shade, so it'll take a little while for us to get warmed up.
Yeah, this is one of the days where you wouldn't mind being in the sun, that's for sure, but there's other times we're down here when the shade really helps us out. Well, the Hornets come in at 1-3. They were off last week. They had a bye week, so that means they did a lot of practicing and probably got some kids healthy again. And when we last left here, the Hornets were 0-3, but their first win was on the road against formerly previously unbeaten Mohawk, which was huge because Mohawk, John, as we talked about off camera before, co-ops with Turner's Falls and Pioneer Valley. So maybe they don't have a lot of numbers, but there's 3 schools right there, and because they were undefeated, that's a big road win for the Hornets.
Absolutely. Any time in high school means a lot too. So you go into a place you don't have a win, and they're undefeated. So McCann came away from a great game, and you know what? Even when we were here last, Ricky, when they played Drury, for the most part, I believe they outplayed them. Now that doesn't mean you win, but they played an excellent game. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, except for the first quarter, quite frankly, John. After that,
it was they really had their way, but certainly you could see that this team was going to win, and certainly they did. And I think today we're going to see another one, to be honest with you.
So the numbers are about the same as far as the total numbers of the squad, but they're both very young. The Hornets have probably half their lineup, just like Smith Voc does, are sophomores and freshmen. They only have 2 seniors on Smith Voc, John, 9 juniors, 28 underclassmen, 28 sophomores and freshmen, which typically is more of a JV team. And it shows in their record. Smith Voc comes in 0-4, really took it on the chin last week here in North Adams. So that's 2 consecutive weeks. Smith Voc had to travel as they took on Drury and lost 57-0. And Smith Voc is going to receive. I think McCann won the toss, deferred to the second half.
It's amazing how they always get the win in the first and fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they like it.
They know
Coach Tiffington knows what to do.
You got that right.
But with McCann, they are fairly young, but they got the 2 seniors, the Tavanis, Darian and Darius, the running back and the quarterback. Of course, I think it was Darian that was hurt.
The quarterback got hurt.
When we were here. He's also the place kicker, and that didn't help towards the end of the game. But he's back, and also they got a 3-headed monster, John, in the running game with Darius Tavani, and also they have a freshman.
Well, it looks like McCann, we seem to think that they won the toss and they deferred to the second half, and they also got field position. But now we're getting ready for the national anthem.
And we'll talk about that later. Dave Delisle and Josh Brazo, a senior and a freshman, their other running back. So you can hand the ball off to any of those 3 kids. So McCann can be very dangerous in this Tri-County League, especially when they're healthy.
Well, I think going forward we're going to see a lot of it.
The last time we were here, they had a little technical difficulty with the national anthem, and hopefully they'll get that taken care of.
Yes.
A little bit easier today.
Well, they got the pictures, and now we're looking at the flag behind home plate of the baseball field. And the
cheerleaders, John, as you can tell, decked out in their pink.
Well, isn't that
it's Cancer
tremendous.
Month.
Yes. That's what a great tribute.
They focus. I think they focus a little bit more in October on breast cancer, John, because we've noticed that the last several autumns doing football games here and at Drury.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, I guess maybe they don't have it quite figured out what to do, or something's going amok on the. But it looks like we got a couple of assistants coming to help us out with the national anthem.
While we're paused, John, here. We always have a real nice conversation with athletic director Bob Gettler, and
I guess with that technical difficulties, we will not have it. So
that's a shame.
Yes, it is. And I'd sing it to you, but I'd break glass when I sing. So
this is like a perfect football day, John, for the kids.
Right.
So it's blue sky, sunny, temperature probably, I'm going to say 53 to 55 maybe right now.
Yeah, low 50s. Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
But you get in the sun and you're wearing dark colors, and very rarely do you see dark colors on both teams. You notice that today?
Yes, I did.
Black
When
and
I got here, I saw the Smith Volk had their darks on too. So, but you know what? Might not be too bad, John, because their trim is in gold.
Right.
And the Hornets, of course, with their home greens with their black pants and their white numerals.
Well, with the wind at their back, which I think is such an advantage at McCann, it seems like it's always going from our left to your right.
So sophomore Seneca Bolte
Yep.
will kick off from the 40-yard line, and here we go at McCann. A real nice kick.
All the way down to the about 16-yard line. And the runner's number 22.
He's got a nice opening.
Boy, he does.
Got a lot of room. He's got a couple kids to beat.
Oh.
And guess what, John? Again, look who stayed home.
Right. And if it wasn't for that guy, he was gone.
And it was Tavani, number 3, and he made some great tackles, John, when he was actually doing the kickoffs when we were here a few weeks ago against Drury. So
yeah,
it's almost like a safety, isn't it? You got to keep somebody back.
Him. Yeah. Well, that was Chevron Wall who returned it, and he went from the 16-yard line all the way up to the McCann. Looks like they're about on the 37-yard line. So that's a big return.
So here we go, 1st and 10 on a great kickoff return in McCann territory.
Yeah, he returned to 47 yards, Rick. That's a big return. We'll see what they got now. Wow, what a different look in the backfield here.
There's a man in motion. There's a give to the tailback.
And
not much right there.
I'd say he made the line of scrimmage, and that was it.
Yeah, I think they're going to spot. I'm going to say lost, John. We'll see where they spot the football.
Sometimes they'll give you that forward progress. But you're right, Rick. Looks like a -1 by the looks of it. It looks like it's down at the 38-yard line. You can hear the breeze through our microphone, so that's just because of the wind level. And the wind actually is going reverse today. It's going from the north to the south, or right to the left. And a handoff to number 44. Going to try to pitch it to the outside.
Right side. And good tackle there.
Oh, man, he got clobbered by number 2.
Coming up there.
It was Jason Knapp, and he had help, too. He wasn't the only one there. But a loss of another 2. So it sets up 3rd and 13, Rick. 2 plays, -3 yards. This is where you need the passing game in high school. You know, I talk about it every time we come on the air. I love the passing game.
Now you got a quarterback with a real high number here, and I'm trying to pick his number. It looks like maybe 80.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Aaron Pierce.
And it's going to be a sweep to number 24. He got by.
Great
nice
tackle there, right at the 40-yard line.
Oh yeah, nice tackle by number 7 from McCann, which is Evan Drollick.
Drock, yeah. So it's 4th down after 3 unsuccessful runs.
Well, if you're not going to pass on 3rd and 13 in your own territory with the wind at your back, you're never going to pass. So let's see if this is a punt or if it's going to be a pass. They really have nothing to lose, really, if you're 0-4. Again, they're on their McCann, almost the 41, so they've lost 4 yards in 3 plays.
Let's see if they pass. Here we go.
They are passing. And
it's almost picked off by Tavani. It was intended for Chandler Correa, number 24.
Right. Well, I'm glad to see them pass it at least, but you don't want to go on the obvious because everybody in the parking was going to be going on the obvious. You're going to do that. You fake the handoff on the 1st or 2nd down and try it.
Well, our MO, John, is not to guess coaches.
Right.
But on the 30-yard line maybe, but it was 4th and long. It wasn't 4th and 10. It was 4th and probably 13 or 14. And I don't know. Early in the game like this, I don't give McCann field position like this. I just don't do it.
I would have probably kicked it especially with the wind at my back.
Here are the Hornets, 1st and 10 from the 41. Tavani calls signals.
34, there he goes.
There's his brother Darius.
He's gone.
All the way, 40.
See you later. 1 play and gone.
30. Just got to watch out, no flags. And Tavani's in for the touchdown.
That was it. It doesn't matter if he, by the looks of that, even if they're at the 20, he would have ran 80
And he
yards.
looked like he got shot out of a cannon, John.
Yes. So that's a 59-yard TD run.
Darius Tavani, the senior, took a handoff from his brother, hit the hole, and we can't see the hole from here, John. We probably could have driven a car through it.
Well, it seemed like it was big. It didn't even look like an arm even got, he didn't even get an arm on him. Well, that was the easy button, as they say in Staples. That was easy.
So we got a flag. We got to delay a game on the Hornets.
So that'll go 5 yards, but I think they're still going to kick it. I mean, what we saw the first time we watched this young man, he got a boot.
He did. It was. I think it was with the wind, John, going that way before he got hurt.
Well, when we did the last game, Ricky,
yeah.
The wind was he kicked into the wind because last game definitely was flying towards North Adams.
Okay.
This is opposite today.
But he made it down here, so that means he kicked against it.
So he's kicking against it again, and I believe he'll make it with ease.
Here's Darian Tavani for the PAT.
If he gets it up in the air.
Jason Knapp with the hold.
We had plenty of foot, but it looks like he missed.
It's no good. It's off to the right and a little bit low. And I'll tell you what, John, I don't know if they have time every week to practice from that distance because they're usually set up at the 2-yard line, so it's more of a chip shot. That 5 yards in high school means everything.
It's quite a bit. But
not as much in college, not as much in the pros, but it does to a high school kicker.
Right, but the thing is, Ricky, that one was even far enough. He just didn't have the right angle. You said it was low, but it was high enough to go over the crossbar.
Yeah.
It was just wide right. Anyway, one touch, 59-yard touchdown, and we're only at the 9:41 mark. And Smith Volk is going to get the ball again. They had a very successful run back by number 22, Chevron Wall. He returned it 47 yards, but the offense sputtered.
And he's going to do it again, John.
Let's see
this time from the 17.
Oh, he's going to run into trouble this time. He hesitated way too much this time.
Yeah, he did. He's only he's out to about the 26.
Yeah.
About a 13-yard return. Kind of waited for some blockers, but a lot of green jerseys there.
Yeah, he waited too long that time.
Smith, John, I'll tell you, they look bigger, don't they? They got some size.
They got some size, but, if you haven't, it all depends how long you've been playing football, too.
A lot of it's technique.
If you got first and second year players, and one of the bigger guys is out here as a wide receiver.
Right. But like I said, they've got 20 kids on their roster. They're freshmen or sophomores.
Run right up the middle here. This was successful at least a little bit.
A couple yards.
Yeah, a couple of Hornets there, though, to stop them. And led by
Tavani, 34.
34 was there. And it might have been.
I think 65 maybe.
Yeah.
Austin Richardson.
Yeah.
And we got timeout by Smith Volk already here after a gain of only 1. So there's 9:23 left in the first quarter here at McCann, and the Hornets on one play, a 59-yard touchdown by Darius Tavani, lead 6-0. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football on Northern Berkshire Community Television. Okay, very, very quick timeout. 2nd and 9 for Smith Volk. Again, man in motion.
He's going to pass this time. He's going to roll out and got hit while he was throwing the ball. But attempted
got
pass.
Taken, yeah, Bolte, Seneca Bolte was right there.
Yep, it was a good play by Bolte. And
he did have a guy, there's no grounding. He did have a guy in the area, so. Yeah, I mean, you could see Smith Volk they've got size.
Right.
But the athletic talent, as far as the two lines are concerned, right now is with McCann.
Oh, it's dominant. Dominant.
We got Aiden Peterson split out here. Looking the other way.
Oh,
we got a completed pass. We got a first down, I think.
Yes, we
definitely have a first down.
We definitely have a first down.
It's caught by Chevron Wall, number 22.
Well, you know what?
And I think he was the intended receiver on the one down here on the 4th down, John. That was a little long.
So I think it's 80, the quarterback. That was Aaron Pierce to Chevron Wall, and that was good because they gained about a yard, so that was about a 10-yard play.
When's the last time we did a game where number 80 was your quarterback, huh?
Not too often.
Oh, broken play.
Oh, and a fumble, and I think McCann's recovered. Number 20. There he is with the ball. Number 23 for McCann. And that's
Josh Brazo with the recovery.
Josh Brazo with the recovery, senior.
And you know, John, with Pierce, who's only a sophomore, number 80, he's a tall kid, and as a sophomore, I think he's got a future. But what you have to do with a broken play like that is maybe just
tuck
eat
it and go down, or first sign of contact, just live for another play, as they say.
Just a lot of inexperience.
Well, a turnover, so McCann takes over on the Smith Folk, looks like about the 37-yard line.
Let's see if they do the same thing with that handoff. There's the pitch.
It's a pass. It's pass backwards. And wow, what a trick play.
Yeah, nice play.
Yeah, you can use that in a future week.
So that was Darian Tavanni pitching to his brother Darius, who tried to get it back to the quarterback. And the only thing I would say about Coach Skiffington on a play like that is hide it a little bit more. You don't need it right now. You've got a 6-0 lead, and they haven't been able to stop the run, even though it was only one play.
Well, the thing to me is that this is a time, this kind of game where you can bring some of that stuff out and work on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Power eye.
Open up that playbook.
This is power eye, and we're going to give it to 23. And
that's
if he
Delisle.
Kicks it out at all, he's gone. Unless somebody gets him on the angle.
And he
gets pushed out by Chevron Wall.
Yeah, right around the 5-yard line. That's the senior. That's Brazo.
Yep. Brazo, number 23. It looks like
we got a hold.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's the flag all the way on the other side. Wow. Well, that will just, I would say, probably just delay things for a little bit. But that's a big one because Brazo had a great run. He went up the middle and then he flashed to the right side. And if it wasn't for Chevron Wall, he would have scored on that. So with the first penalty in the game, it moves it back to the McCann 47. And let's see what we got this time. I think we're going to see a run, Rick. We're going to go with a 2-man backfield here, 3-man backfield.
Seneca Bolte in the game in motion there.
Yeah, and here comes number 25.
There's the give to Delisle.
Delisle up the middle.
He's got about 5.
Yeah, he's got about 5. All right, so
this is going to set up 3rd and 15.
2-down territory. We're going to see.
Yeah, there'll be no punting.
We're going to see his brother in this play. Darius is going to get the ball here somewhere, and I believe he'll come to this wide side towards us. Just saying, maybe not, but I see the wide side. He's got speed, and I see him coming towards us.
Delisle's the fullback.
Here's the run to this side. Uh-oh, look at that play, busted up.
Great play as Tavanni is taken down for a loss. Good pursuit there.
I thought we'd come to the wide side, but I thought we'd see his brother. Well, that's a big loss. So
Jalen Capello.
Do we see a kick here, Rick?
Now I think you do.
We'll see if we see the kick. I see a change of personnel, so it looks like the kicking team could be in, but because the quarterback does everything. He quarterbacks, he punts,
the only thing he does, he's not kicking off now. Bolte's kicking off, but
yeah. So it looks like they had a little bit too much time. Maybe they didn't have the right personnel. I'm not quite sure.
Well, you can always tell by being on the McCann side, you can always tell Coach Skiffington's demeanor based on his voice, but with the way he talks to the kids, and you can tell when he's pleased, you can tell when he's not pleased, and he's got to get their attention. So, McCann at times has really shot themselves in the foot, and that was a very, very big penalty, John.
Oh, yeah.
In the Drury game when they went for the tie.
Yeah.
And I think it was a left tackle that jumped offside or something and pushed him back another 5 yards. And Seneca Bolte's kick now again was a little bit longer. So.
All right, so we go to punt formation.
Darian Tavani standing at his own 41-yard line.
Yeah, Chevron Wall back for the receive it. He's out on the 15. And it's
a fake.
And if he gets by the first wave, he's going to get
it. There's Tavani.
Yep. I figured as much. I didn't think we'd see a kick.
No. Wow. Takes it all the way down to about the 12-yard line.
And if it wasn't for Chevron Wall,
first and 10 for the Hornets.
We would have scored. So
that you had Tavani short, you had Darius, and Darian Tavani was the long punter, and they went short. And again, John, like you said, a very young team that they're facing today. They could, Coach Skiffington, yeah. And but again, I make no excuses. McCann is also a very young team. They got a lot of youngsters. They do have more seniors. Like I said, there's only 2 seniors on Smith Vogue.
Well, that fake punt was good for 35 yards, so it really you're not going to see him kick all day. I don't.
Delisle, your fullback.
And it's a fake handoff.
It's to Seneca Bolte.
And in it goes.
Bolte is in for the touchdown, I think.
Well, they're going to.
Yes, it is. He's in there.
Bolte in there.
Senior Josh Brazo, John, number 23, who he took that ball down to the 5-yard line during that holding call. Has been out of the game ever since. So we'll see what's going on with him. But
here's the hike, and the kick is up, and
that one looks much better.
It's real good. Look how far it went past.
Right through the center of the uprights as referee Jeff Meehan signals good. So with 5:45 left here in the first, McCann tacks on.
What a letdown for Smith Volk, right? You lost the yardage, lost the yardage, and then I just had a feeling he wasn't going to kick the ball. And if he did, I actually thought he was going to pass it, because you got the quarterback back there too. But Darius Tavani has looked good the whole game, and he went through there like nothing and gained 35 yards on the 4th and whatever it was. It was like 4th and 20 almost. It actually was 4th and 20, and he got 35 yards. Well, here we got the kickoff again, and he likes this hash mark over here.
So there's Bolte, and for the 3rd consecutive time,
it goes to Wall.
It's going to be Wall.
Wall at about the 17. This time he had a spot up the middle, but he didn't see it. Now he's got one guy to beat. Oh, he got tackled from behind. He was trying to set up Tavani to trick him out, but number 40.
Austin Blow.
Blow got him from backside. Nice tackle.
Great job on the special team by Austin Blow. And as you said, the guy waiting for him was 34, Darius Tavani, just in case. But I'll tell you, he's a sneaky returner, John. And the coaching staff over at Smith Volk have got the right guy back there bringing back punts and kickoffs because
he's special.
He couldn't get a running start though. He tippy toes around and looks for some blockers.
He's a good player.
There's a give right up the middle for a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah. Kind of
a first back through. That's the fullback, and that's 44.
Taylor
Beakwith.
I gotta. My glasses are good for long distance, and that short, so I gotta lift my glasses all the time. I need new specs.
I want to call him Beckwith because we've got Beckwiths in this area.
It looks close to it, doesn't it?
It's Beakwith, yeah.
Yeah, it's Beakwith, yeah.
Of course, Smith Volk, they do co-op with Smith Academy. Never know the split. It's just like Lee and Lennox, John. The Lee Wildcats have had kids from Lennox on the team for a while.
Almost a fumble there. Number 35 got the ball.
He's tripped up after a gain of 1.
And that's
Eric Leet.
Yeah. Elite gained 1, so a positive play now, but you got 3rd and 7. Clock running.
I don't know what they have in their arsenal for passing plays, John, but
this is it.
They did complete the
to Chevron Wall, yeah.
For a first down.
So Aaron Pierce back there, he's trying to throw the ball. Guess to who? And it got picked off. And he fell. So it's like a punt.
Intercepted by Jason Knapp, the sophomore.
Yeah, Knapp got it. It's like a punt almost. The receiver never turned around and even fight to come back for the ball. I mean, this is not the NFL where he's going to throw the ball, you know.
You know what I saw there? I saw one black jersey and 2 or 3 green jerseys.
Yeah, but if he came back for the ball, Rick, he never did. He just kept running. Just doesn't know any, you know, even just knock it down. But what I saw, he never turned his head quick. You don't get that much time in high school. So McCann gets the ball on their own, I don't know, it looks like to be about the 29-yard line.
Again, they've got Dave Delisle as the fullback, Darius Tavani the featured tailback. And this will give the first back through. That's Delisle. And he's got a first down. He gains about 12 yards.
Oh, yeah, that was the easy button. Delisle, nice power run right up the middle, number 25. Took a couple guys with him before he went down.
His brother is he's a sophomore, John. His brother's a senior here, and he was concussed several times and is no longer playing football here. But I think that's Jason.
Okay.
Jason Delisle. And, boy, he was really, really coming on a couple years ago. Might have been it was either Coach LeClaire's last year or Coach Gifford's first year. But good to see the younger Delisle here playing.
Pitch, here we go.
There's a pitch.
And he's got all kinds
There's
of
Darius Tavani, midfield. And finally pulled down inside the 40-yard line by number 23, Jamison Bang. But they're running at will right now, John.
Oh, yeah. You can see they're just big chunks of yardage. So they're down to the 39-yard line. What a nice run by Tavani. He did it with ease.
Well, the Hornets, you know, they opened up the season losing a close one, 20-12 at Mahar, and lost to Ware. I think either Ware or Drury are going to win the Tri-County. It depends on whoever wins that game. I believe John will be the champion. But they hung right with them. They lost 26-6. They were only down by a touchdown at halftime. Of course, that game we did here, that real heartbreaker where the Hornets lost to the Blue Devils 14-13 in a game that they dominated, like I said, almost 3 quarters. But you know, they just they fell behind early, 14-0. It was a little bit too much, and but that was a big win at Mohawk, and you know, they could run the table, John. You know, McCann's got 2 remaining games at Palmer and here at home against Pathfinder. So, you know, they could finish really strong. They probably won't contend this year for a title, but you know what? You got a lot of players coming back next year, and Bolte in motion. There's the give to Delisle.
Oh my, that got blown up somehow. Oh, what a nice tackle by number, let's see, the bottom of the pile was the big guy, which we haven't seen him too much, was 62, I think. There's no 62, so I got to get his number, but he's the tallest guy in the line. It might be 63, but Louis Jimenez, but I'm not quite sure. It looks like a 2 to me, but he's a big guy. I saw one big player when I was walking in. Looked to be about 6'2", 6'3".
So I'd say it's second and about 18.
Yeah, big loss on that one, but I think it's just a temporary deal. And we got, just give it to 34.
There's Tavani.
Big hole.
With Bolte leading the way.
You know,
he's got a big chunk of it back.
Oh yeah.
Huge game for Darius. He's down to about the 32-yard line.
Yeah. You just got to keep going to 34. You got no worries.
And it's 4-down territory, so it's third about 4.
Carried a lot of guys with him again. Everybody tackling high. Nobody, you know, that's, you know, when you see tackling, you got to go wrap the leg around the knees. He stops running, wait for help. But when you tackle up high, they're just going to keep running.
Clock is running. Under a minute and a half left here in the first quarter. 13-0 Hornets on the drive, on the move. 3rd and 5.
Here he comes again.
Here's Tavani trying to get around.
Kenny, he did. He got around. He's still going. And he didn't quite make it, I don't think.
You know what? You know who didn't make the tackle but made the play? Big number, and I gotta wait to see if he turns. He's the tallest kid walking back to the hall. Is it 62, John?
Yeah, but I didn't see a 62 on the dress.
No, me either.
And he's the one that blew up the play last time.
Yeah, he's not on the roster. I'm sure he's on the roster. They may have changed jersey or something. But I got the roster from their athletic director this week. So, and there wasn't a 62. So,
but the right end, he blew up the last play.
He did. He kept Tavani going.
Well, Tavani, I believe, will get this ball again, and I think he's going to come to us a little bit.
He was running west, wasn't he?
Yeah,
so
they're going to come this side. They've been successful running it right. And
got timeout by Smith Volk.
Yeah,
with
30 seconds.
30.9 on the clock. So this could possibly be the very last play of the quarter. We'll leave it right here. And as I said earlier, John, you know, when they set this stand up for, they didn't just set up for us, but they set up, you know, for the media, other coaches or cameras. But we always have a priority when we're here, and we appreciate it very much as we're right on the 50-yard line, and as we look at the state flag of Massachusetts, the McCann Tech flag, and the flag of the United States of America right here, set up right in front of us.
Yes. 3 outstanding flags.
As we do this game today, not that far away, over in Williamstown at John T. Allen Field at Mount Greylock High School, the Drury Blue Devils are entertaining the Red Raiders of Athol.
That's a trip in a bus.
It'll be a big game for the Blue Devils today. It's a non-league game.
4th and 2.
There's Tavani.
Oh, he's got it easy.
And he's got the first down.
Yeah, he ran power football right off the right tackle, right guard between the right guard and tackle, and
tackle on the play by number 75, Zach Martinez.
Yeah, big guy. Zach is.
He is. Yeah, they do have some size.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned earlier, they have 2 seniors and 9 juniors, John.
Yeah, that's young.
But 13 sophomores and 15 freshmen, and some of those kids are playing. So.
I mean, the young guys, I meant to say the second one there.
But having 28 freshmen and sophomores total, it's good for the program, you know, for the future.
And that's the quarter.
And that'll do it for the first quarter. They'll change sides. And at the end of one, it's the Hornets 13 and Smith Folk nothing. We'll be right back with second quarter action. Don't go away. First play of the second quarter.
1st and 10, and he's rolling out.
Darren Tavani looks, throws, completes.
Nobody in
first
the play.
Down.
Breaks 2 tackles. Still on his feet.
That's Blake Todd, the junior, number 11, with the reception.
With that late of a flag, though, it usually is a face mask or something. We'll see. Holding McCann. So that's usually a spot foul.
From the catch, right? Not from where the ball was placed?
Yeah, it was from where the act was, where the holding occurred.
Right.
So that's why we're going to have a kind of a makeshift. Yeah, they're confused on the sideline.
They should stop the clock.
You got to stop the clock here because
clock goes right. Stop now.
So, yeah, when you get volunteers doing the flags, and you have one referee that's right there with them, but they corrected it, so now it's 1st and 5. Kind of odd because they completed it, but then they had a penalty of 10 yards from spot of foul. Oh, nice stop and go.
There's Delisle.
And nice stop and go there. That right side, that left side, his left was not available because of that big 62, which we don't know his name. And he just short. He gained 3 yards on the run. He got 3 out of almost nothing because he would have been stopped if he had kept going where the designed play.
We'll see if we can find out a halftime, John, possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a hold of somebody and find out what his name is because he didn't come up on their the roster that the AD sent me. So. Second and very short. Todd in motion. There's Tavani off the right side.
Oh, wide open hole. Boy, it's always open on that right side.
And he's in.
He's in for the touchdown. That was an easy button.
At the 10:28 mark. That makes it 19-0. Well, Smith Folk hasn't scored today, and they didn't score last week at Drury either. So,
well, I think it's going to have to be a busted play because they always have Tavani back on the safety and for tackling. So you're going to have to beat him.
Well, historically, John, we have done a lot of one-sided games here.
Mm-hmm. That's why it was nice to have the tight game the last game.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good by Darian Tavani. So they found themselves the quarterback is also the place kicker, and
the only way I see this Smith Volk scoring actually would be on a kickoff, and that Wall gets the ball and he maybe gives a stiff arm to Devani. I'm just kind of a little light with it, but I think that's the only way I see them scoring. It'd have to come something like that because the Darius can tackle, so he'd have to somehow elude him.
John, you kind of feel for these young teams. There's no doubt about it.
There's no fun getting beat 59-0 and come up here and maybe get maybe almost as close to the same score. And here he comes. He's picking up the ball now. Chevron Wall. He's trying to find a hole.
We know him pretty well.
Yeah, well, he was trying to find a spot. He just couldn't find one.
Gets to about the 35.
Yeah.
Leading the way is Anthony Latacour, a sophomore. So Coach Skeffington, he gets some of these kids that may not be starters on the offense or defense on special teams at least, and get them in the ball game. So.
Yeah, that's how you try to keep your program. The kids, if they sit on the sideline the whole time and go practice all week, it's not a good feel. And we got a run right up the middle by number 44. No, he caught.
Nice job. He's got a first down and more. He's to midfield and into McCann territory. So
wow.
There's probably the best run of the day by Smith Volk.
It was the best run, and it carried 16 yards.
There's Taylor Beekworth, 44.
Yeah, and they've had a pass play of 10. Really, that's probably been their best two plays of the game. Up to the 50, so it's again a 15, but they put it right at midfield, right in front of us. This has got blown up. This is a mess.
Going nowhere.
They might get to back to the line of scrimmage, and that'd be at most.
Jonathan Castro, number 25, with the carry.
That stuff with this offense that they run and try to run up the middle, it's tough. Almost like goal line, offense, defense.
With that type of offense that he runs, with the you kind of got like a standard tailback, but then we'll call it a couple of wingbacks because there's no fullback.
Well, they went with 44 again because he seems to be the most successful.
Playing that whistle.
Beekworth, he got about 2.
Mullet and Luke Roberts on the stop for the Hornets.
Yeah, there you go.
Keegan Delagelfa coming into the ball game, replacing Seneca Bolte. Clock running, 8:45 left, second quarter. 20-0 Hornets.
They don't seem to have anybody that can come to the outside now. McCann's defense is pretty good. So it's not saying it's a guarantee if you come to the wide side, but everything they're doing is just basically straight up the middle.
I would say passing situation, but you never know.
Oh, they came across. So it's offside McCann. That's going to make it look. Now it makes it 2-down territory, I think. Being considered what the score is.
Well, Eric Leet was in motion, and he has the right. He has the right to be in motion, and one of the Hornets jumped. So
yeah. So, anyway, with that...
Make it 3rd and short.
Yeah, I think you got to go 2 here anyway. It doesn't matter if McCann's at the 20 McCann's at the 40
I totally agree, John. If they did it in the first quarter with no score, they're certainly going to do it trailing by 20 just to try to get some momentum.
This is a power eye right up the middle. And he got clobbered. Whatever little yardage he's... Oh, wait a minute. We got the pile has been moving. So we're close.
He made it close.
Yeah, that was just like a bunch of people pushing from behind.
Beekworth made it close.
Yeah, so we're going to go 4th and 1.
Yep.
This is where I like underneath center. This shotgun stuff all the time, to me, is I like being in shotgun, but it shouldn't be every play.
Well, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, and I agree with you. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't care for it. He has dropped for a loss.
Well, when you only do one thing, you can just run 11 in the box.
Yep.
And that's what they did. That would have been better off if he would have just faked it to the running back and then try to sweep to the wide side by himself.
Delagalfo, who just went into the game a couple plays earlier, was definitely in on that stop.
Oh, they blew that play up. Wow. Not even close. He lost 4 yards on the play. They just said, okay, we're going to hit the gaps and we're going to come at you. And boy, did they.
I've been watching a lot of Williams football, John, this year. I've been to a couple of their home games and watched a couple of their road games on the internet. And that's what they run. They run almost everything out of a pistol or a shotgun with one back. And it's either the quarterback keeping it or I don't know. It's a little boring to me. Mm-hmm. I don't care for it as much, but they get results.
Here's number 22. Was it 23?
No, yeah, that's Brazo back into the game.
Yeah.
He's been out since early in the first quarter. Must be feeling better. I'm glad to see him in there. The senior with a huge run. He's got 8.
8, yeah.
Second and 2. I love it, John. I miss it a lot watching the Patriots. Without their fullback this year.
Oh yeah. Well, Devlin got hurt.
Yeah.
And then they had the second guy that came in from Europe, and he got hurt.
I think it was Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
There's a give to Delisle. 40.
He's only got 1 man to beat. 1 man to beat.
All the way.
And if you don't get him,
he's taken down from behind by
Chevron Wall.
Number 22, Wall. Yep.
So, big chunk plays. Well, that makes it 1st and goal from it looks to be about, it's hard to tell from here, but maybe the 6-yard line, maybe the 7, somewhere down there. We don't get the good angle from here.
Brazo is wing left, in motion.
And
there's a give to him. Oh, he's tripped up.
Boy, he didn't make it, but that just brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal, yeah.
Yeah, he got positive yardage. He got about 3.
Oh, at least. Yeah,
maybe
at least.
4.
Yeah, the ball looks to be placed on the no more the 3-yard line.
Right.
Where it's 2nd and goal. Clock running, 5:40 to go.
And a pitch. And that's, he got stopped.
That was Brazo.
Second effort gives him a touchdown.
And he's in. Senior Josh Brazo, number 23, with a 3-yard run.
Yeah.
Makes it 26-0.
Yep. Yes, it does. And see what this kicker, he's been kicks very well.
Darian Tavani for the PAT. Oh, this one's blocked. It's a free ball.
Yeah.
And it's caught by Tavani, so it becomes dead at that point. But so the kick was no good. So with 5:23 left, it's all McCann, 26-0. We've done a lot of these games down here, John.
Yeah.
That's why it was so much fun to do that Drury game a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. That 14-13 game. I mean, at least there was a little bit of suspense. It took us right to the end of the ball game. Yeah.
Both Drury games down here have been tight games. That we were here.
Yeah.
Still can't believe that basketball game when McCann came up to Drury and it was a packed house.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Free ball.
Well, it's a free
ball. And Wall let it go out of bounds. And if it didn't get touched, there should be a flag. And there's the flag thrown by Jeff Meehan.
Yeah, they must have saw a little better view. We don't know whether he got touched or not, but it looked like he didn't. So it's an out of bounds. And I think you get your options of a re-kick, or if I'd rather have him re-kick it personally. If it was me. The way Wall can return. But I guess it's just out of bounds, and they're going to set it up at their own 35. Okay, Pierce back at quarterback here. Really been a very, very basic offense. And first back through.
There. Yeah,
first back through.
Maybe a yard.
Yeah. And it looks like he's hard. He's
but like
slow
you said,
coming
John,
up.
I mean, you've said it all along, and we got when you're one-dimensional, you can just stuff 11.
Oh yeah, just put 11 in the box. They give you absolutely nothing.
So George Beckwith, who does not have his uniform on today to referee the game, is here as the EMT, and he's going to go out and take a look at the young man. We're going to take a pause in the action here while everybody takes a knee. It is 5:08 left here at McCann, second quarter. All Hornets 26-0. We'll be right back. Okay, so the injured player, I believe, was number 35, Eric Leet. He was helped off the field, but hobbling. But looks like he's going to be. I wouldn't say he's going to return soon or at all, but at least he walked off the field with a little bit of assistance.
Here comes one of our first sweeps.
And Tavani's there to stop it.
Yeah.
At the 35-yard line. Darius, a little bit of help also from Mitch Mullett, number 50. Also in the area was Luke Roberts, 22.
Gain of nothing, so.
Blake Todd, number 11, is going to go in at safety, replacing Darian Tavani.
Well, third and long. I would hope this would be a pass play.
Aiden Peterson is split out right. Got a mismatch here. He's going to fall on a bad snap.
Well, you can only get so many good ones in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, come on. I mean,
the one he wanted was the pass, and he didn't get it. So
right. Well, I think he's kicking into the wind. See, the wind for the first time at McCann Field, the wind's coming from North Adams towards the Adams direction, because normally it almost exclusively goes the other way, from what I can remember. And kicking into the wind, even a strong punter would probably get about 20 yards. We'll see what happens here.
Fourth down, they're not punting, John.
No, it's just gonna be a pass play, and he's looking on one side, and he's got him.
Oh, almost had him.
Yeah, he catches that though with nobody really next to him. He might have got some more yards.
That Chevron Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they needed there was a catch and run.
And he had some space, but the ball was just a little high.
So the Hornets, with exactly 2:59 on the clock, have got plenty of time here to punch another one in.
Oh yeah. Well, the way this defense is, they haven't hold once all day.
Well,
so.
you know what? Here's what's not in the bag of tricks any longer. There's no more trick plays. There's probably no more passing. I'm thinking. I don't know, but
I'd pass. See, this is when I try my passing game for future games. I mean, you're not going to get hurt. The wind's at your back. You can see the flags in front of us, Rick. They're blowing hard. So the wind's at your back. I'd go 4 wide like they are and pass it. Why not?
That's what they're in for a.
Yeah. Hey, I love it. Work on the pass game when you can. This would probably be a touchdown.
To Tavani, Darius right down the middle.
If it wasn't for that
down
number 23, that would have been a touchdown.
Line.
Yeah, number 23 for Smith Folk, which is Jamison Bang. If it wasn't for him, he scores.
Hurry up offense here. And we got a timeout.
Officials timeout because the people on the flag sticks. And, okay, they didn't move because it's inside the 10.
Yeah. First and goal.
4 wide again. This is what I love to see a lot of.
Tavani with a keeper right up the gut.
And touchdown. So 2 plays, touchdown. They haven't put it up, but
his knee was down.
His knee was down. Okay, that's why they didn't put it up.
Yeah, I didn't see a signal. That's
No, I just thought. Well, after the fall, he was in the end zone. And a hurry up again, 4 wide. In the future, you'd really put a damper on some teams if you ran this offense all the time.
Yeah, because you got to go wide. You got to
go wide. You got to defend 4 guys. It gives
Darren
space to the quarterback.
Right
yeah.
Darren Tavani with the keeper and the touchdown. And that's at 1:59.
Well, he kicked it low last time, so he's due to make this one. And there it was, clean as a whistle.
That is right through.
That's good.
That should make it 34-0. With about 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Boy, if I'm Smith Volk, I just run the ball or run the clock.
If I'm Smith Volk, excuse me, John, if I'm Smith Volk,
yeah,
I just want something to happen today to get a little confidence in these kids going down there. I mean, they haven't played Pathfinder yet. That's probably their best chance of a win. They're both winless teams in the Tri-County League.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Smith Volk, I wouldn't want to come back to North Adams after the last 2 weeks.
No.
57-0 and now 33-0 at halftime.
Well, this is a mess up. 44 cut in front of Wall.
That's Beakwith.
And he's going nowhere. It's just a young team. I mean,
yeah.
You're running backwards. The other guy's running forward.
Yeah.
You got to let the guy running forward grab the ball, not you running backwards.
Yeah, they're showing their youth.
Yeah.
You know? That's the one bright thing I can say, John, not knowing these kids or the football program down at Smith Volk is that you've got 28. You got 39 kids on the roster, John.
Oh, well. Well, if I'm the coach, I'm probably going to just try to run this half out. But I think they're still going to need a first down, but because of the clock, he's going to try to sweep and he's going to get tackled from behind for loss of yardage.
Seneca Bolte.
Bolte with the tackle.
Little assistance there by Jason Knapp. Clock running, a little over a minute and a half to go.
I mean, you just basically got to keep running this down so you get to the half, regroup.
Correction on the score, John. It is. I was wrong. It is 33-0.
Yep.
It was 26 and 7 is 33.
Last time I counted my fingers and toes, that probably would have came up with.
Yeah, that's why I screwed it up. I had my sneakers on.
He's passing and
almost picked off.
Yeah. The only problem with that is it stops the clock. I like the idea because I love passing in high school.
Dave Delisle almost with the pick.
And what happens is these guys don't even look off, obviously. You get in high school and these guys don't pass that much. So as soon as they go back, you just got to watch the quarterback eyes because the quarterback eyes, that's where the ball is going. You know what I mean? It's not even a question.
So with that pass, it stops the clock.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. You really want to just have it keep running on you at this point. But I like his spirit from the coach. He was trying to make a – he's got a timeout now.
Timeout by Smith Volk. 1:05 left. This game has been absolutely, totally dominated by the McCann Tech Hornets as they lead 33-0. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with the very end of the second quarter. Don't go away. For the last 1:05, third and very long.
44 on the sweep. He'll get tackled from backside again. But I host the Hornets.
Taylor Bequith.
So by the time they hit the whistle, they're going to have to punt it. And we see our first punt of the day, but
They're just going to let the clock run out.
Well, I don't think they'll let them because when they clock it, it's going to go down to what here because.
Yeah, if they have to, they'll take the delay of game.
Yeah, well, you still have to run your play and on change of possession, and the clock stops.
And if they
that's why that incompletion was huge. Unless they say, okay, we're just gonna let it run, but it ran almost a full minute.
Yeah,
so I think I don't think anybody in the whole place could care less if this runs out.
No.
I don't think they're going to get a delay of game, to be honest with you.
I don't think so either.
I think that's just kind of being nice on both sides because it was 58 seconds, and you don't get 50. You don't get a minute to run a play.
It. So that is the end of the first half here at McCann. Totally dominated by the Hornets, and they'll take a 33-0 lead in at halftime. I'll just very quickly run down the scoring in the first quarter. Darian Tavani with a 59-yard touchdown run made it 6-0. The PAT was no good. At the 5:45 mark of the first, Seneca Bolte with a short touchdown run made it 12-0. The PAT was good, make it 13. In the second, 10:28, it was Tavani with a touchdown run. It was Darius with a TD run. The PAT was good. It was 20-0. And then a 3-yard run by Josh Brazo made it 26-0. The kick was blocked. And then the final touchdown at the 1:59 mark of the second quarter. Quarterback Darian Tavani with a keeper. Short touchdown run made it 32-0. The kick was good. Made it 33-0 where we stand right now. As the McCann Hornet cheerleaders do their little routine, we'll take a short break and we'll be back very shortly with second half action, ladies and gentlemen.
The other side has the porta potties instead of their own to the school.
I will be right there.
I'm going into the sun.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to McCann Tech. As some folks call it, the Hornet's Nest. As McCann, an incredible first half of offensive display, leading Smith Volk 33-0 at halftime. And because they won the opening coin flip and they deferred to the second half, McCann will receive. So it's the first time Smith Volk has kicked off to McCann today. And it's going to come down to Delisle.
Delisle, 25.
At the 25-yard line.
He's looking to go it outside, and he got by two guys.
Still on his feet.
Uh-oh, he's coming back this way.
Great
Yep.
Great job by the freshman. About the 49.5-yard line. Freshman Dave Delisle with the kickoff return.
Nice return there. It started up a slight up the middle, kicked it right, and then he kicked it back to the middle of the field. A couple of missed arm tackles, and he broke those. Nice run.
Darian Tavani, the senior, back at quarterback in a shotgun. Freshman Dave Delisle to his left. Brazo in a slot left.
Passing.
Now almost picked off. I think it was intended for Brazo, number 23.
I still like the look. This is what used to annoy me when my kids played at Hoosick Valley. When both my boys played there, they'd get way up, especially the year that they won the Super Bowl. And they'd get way up, and they would never test the waters of your passing game. I like this. And he's going to pass. Quick pass.
Same thing. Same exact play. They went to this time. It hit the ground just before Brazo. And
well,
it looks like we have a hold.
You got a holding on the line, so it's going to be a repeat second down, I believe, and it's going to be 2nd and 20. Give it the 34 on the run, and they're probably not playing getting the first down.
Or Coach Gifford is going to do exactly what you said early in the game, John. He's going to have plenty of time today to try different things.
Well, yeah, that's what you got to do. I mean, I like it. I mean, they got the late hold call, but you got second down. I mean, this doesn't even 2nd 25. But to me, a couple of run plays and.
Yep, 2nd and 25 it is.
And you get, Tavani one way. Well, he's going to go with his 4 wide still, so I'll give him credit.
He's in.
Look at this guy out here, number 2, has not even got a guy on him. So, I mean, 24 is not even coming out to even pretend to watch him. So this guy here's wide.
Here's a screen pass to Delisle.
And one
40,
play, touchdown.
50, 40. He's going to go all the way on a screen pass.
Yep.
Freshman Dave Delisle, number 25, no flags. There's a flag.
66 yards.
It's coming back, John. It's coming back.
66 yards it was.
And if it's a hold on McCann or a block in the back, it's going to bring it back, and it's on the opposite side of where Delisle was running. So it probably was an unnecessary penalty. Unnecessary block.
You're way away from the ball. You don't get, as they say, don't get stupid when you're that far away from the ball. Or I shouldn't say it that way. Don't do anything negative when the guy's already gone by.
That's what you always look for when somebody breaks something. Is you look for the flags.
Yeah. And guess what? So they're bringing it back here. So it's still a 2nd down. And it's going to be 2nd and 12. You go back to, the pass play worked. And it's tough to defend. It was a nice design play and an excellent run, by the way.
2nd about 12. Same formation. Tavani called signals in the shotgun.
And he
goes back, he looks.
No pressure.
He's going to go long.
Wide open. Two
guys there, and they got in each other's way.
Yeah, imagine that. And I was going to say, number 2 was not being guarded.
You got Brazo and you got Jason Knapp all right there. They're both going for it.
What a nice pass. And, I mean, if it wasn't, one of them should have caught it, I think, but they both collided against each other.
Well, the patterns evidently weren't run properly. You don't want 2 guys in the same exact spot.
But what a pass, and it should have been completed. They were wide open.
Yeah, great pass by Tavani.
And to me, in the high school game, I say it every year, normally they're wide open. It's whether can you get the ball there. And this is what you practice on for your next game when you need to go. On 2nd down, and you can maybe pass it and not have to worry about, we're going to run. We've gone to run formation here, so
3rd and 12.
Tavani on a run here.
Knapp in motion.
And here he is.
There's the pitch to Tavani.
Yep.
Trying to get outside.
He made the corner, though. So it was knocked out by that big 62 and 55. We don't know who 62 is, but 55 is T.J. Young. But 62, sorry, buddy. We don't know your name, but you played that right side DN, and it was a major part of that play, blowing that one up.
They did not allow Darius Tavani to get around the corner.
I would not trust them again here. I wouldn't even send anybody back. I'd bring them all up, play the line. A 9 drive, but Number 22, Chevron Wall.
And
Negative yardage.
Yeah. Great tackle there by Jason Knapp, the sophomore.
Well, they're
first punt, John.
Yeah,
first punt of the day for the Hornets.
I just think that he's just being,
respectful.
Respectful.
Yeah.
Thank you for that word.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of searching for. Being respectful. He could have gone for it. We've got a big lead here at half. The defense has been tremendous all day. So being respectful, he did that. And this offense has only had 2 first downs all day long, and it's been really tough going for them. And number 20.
There's negative yards.
Negative again. That was number 22 by McCann.
Luke Roberts.
Luke Roberts with a tackle, and he didn't go anywhere. He grabbed them, and that was the end of him. And a negative. This must be negative for the day. I'm almost guessing.
If they had a passing arsenal, I would just do that right now. They're not going to get anything on the ground.
They haven't. They're negative yardage. I mean, we had 2 first downs, one on a pass, one on a run, and I think the total of those 2 plays were 25 yards on offense. On the positive, they've had some couple 2-yard runs and stuff like that, but I'd say that if you go for the day, it's almost got to be.
They had one run. They had one run of about 12 yards, John, for a first down. That was their best one by far.
Yeah, it was a 15-yard run, and then we had a pass play of 10.
Pierce with the handoff and absolutely going nowhere.
No.
And is that Beakwith 44? Is he back in the game, John? That I saw.
Well, Beakwith.
Yes, he is. He's back in there.
Yeah, okay,
that was him on the carry. He was the one that they had helped off the field late in the second quarter. So I'm glad to see that young man back in there.
Yeah, it looked like a shin bruise. When he was reaching down, from what I could see, he was rubbing his shin. And, man, those hurt. No, we all know, just a bone there with skin over it.
3rd and about 15. Absolutely passing situation here.
Oh, yeah, they got another 5 yards. 2 guys in motion. So another 5 yards. It's bad enough, and then you compound it with that, with 5 yards. This offense, they just got to get a different formation, a different look. They're passing it, and he dropped it. It was in his hands. Nice pass.
So it's 4th down, so there's an absolute punting situation right here. They're not going to let the Hornets.
Yeah, punting right into the window. We'll see how far this one goes. Can't imagine very far. Well, let's see how this first. He's punting into the wind now.
Straight up in the air.
Well,
so you have to watch out.
You're not going to get much for it anyway. Now you got to go down it.
Yeah, had a nice little Smith-Volk
bounce,
and it's going to be downed by T.J. Young, number 55, at the 36-yard line.
What kids don't do when they do that kind of stuff, they kind of walk up to the ball, go up there and touch it, down it. Don't wait for another guy to come near and maybe grab it. Well, we're starting at the 36-yard line, so there's good field position for McCann.
Is Coach Giffany trying to get different kids in and out of the lineup? Make them feel part of this big game here today?
Well, they practiced all week, and we already told there's no freshman game.
Yeah.
Or JV game. So this is it for these guys. So get some playing. Oh, 23.
There's Brazo.
Brazo.
Straight up the middle.
It wasn't 455 hanging on the backside of him. He might have gone farther.
T.J. Young.
Yeah, T.J. Young, a freshman.
First down Hornets.
No, T.J. Young's a sophomore, but yeah, he just jumped on the back of it, and another couple.
A lot of time left here in this half, though.
Well, that's
still,
why I like.
Still 8 minutes in the third, and we got a whole fourth quarter to go here.
Well, if you're going to go back to the passing game, here's a good spot for it. I mean, you run the ball, you're going to run it in. So it's going to run formation. So
This is the backfield I love. I love Brazo, Delisle, and Darian in the game all at the same time.
Well, it looks like the wishbone to me. The old wishbone. They used to call it the wishbone. And he kicks us outside. Right?
There's Brazo, right side. Good yardage.
I think if he took off just on the wide right and just kept going for the sideline, I think he would have even gone farther. Nice pickup of 8 yards. Yeah, you keep running the ball. They can't stop it. We had that fake punt in the first half. Otherwise, it was just that punt, and I think near the 50-yard line, he could have gone for it. Like I said, I just think his coach was being nice.
That's what I said by that three-headed monster. All three of those kids can carry the ball and get good yardage.
That's right up the middle.
Darius, not that much that time, but enough for the first down.
Oh, yeah, he got the first down.
That's all it was designed for.
And bang.
First down, Hornets. It's first and goal. Ball is, it's tough to say from here, John. Let's see, 10. Yeah, 6-yard line maybe?
Yes, somewhere around there. Hard to tell from here, but it looks right on 6. First and goals. Wishbone again, and this is a QB.
Here's Tavani.
Tavani on the outside, and guess what?
And he's in for a touchdown.
That was easy.
Darian takes it in. At the 6:04 mark.
Yeah, he just said, okay, I'm going to get a score now.
He's had 2. Yeah, he's had 2.
No, I'm talking about the coach. I said, let's just run the ball, we'll get a score, and maybe we'll go back to the pass after. And he wants to get the 40.
Darian.
Executed again. That was good.
They got that down pretty well. He had 1 blocked, and he had 1 he missed wide right on a little bit longer one after the first touchdown. But other than that, he's been perfect.
Boy, this is a tough one. Tough one for, when you're Smith Falk, and, like you said last week, they got kind of knocked around by Drury 57-0. It's the same thing today. I mean, if they want to score, they just keep running the ball. They haven't stopped the run. Let's see, the best yardage they've got all day is on the kick returns with number 22, Chevron Wall.
So we got a score at the end of 3 over at John T. Allen Field in Williamstown. The Drury Blue Devils leading Athol 48-14.
Wow. Heading
in the 4th quarter. So the Blue Devils look like they're going to go to 5-1 after today. 50.
There's that 34 again. I said that's the only way you're going to get anywhere is if 30.
Taylor Beek with 44.
Yeah. Landed on the ball, Young did. Number 44, Beek with what a nice return. And, the first exciting, this is the second time they've had a good return, but this is the deepest they've been all day. And they're down at the McCann, right around the 35.
Anything to spark.
I was going to say, you stole my words.
Yeah.
Anything at all. Anything at all. Anything positive. And they just haven't got it. They've stacked, they run the same thing. It's just kind of like I'm going to try to get to the outside, but there's no protection out there. No. So that was on his own.
Yeah, a couple of yards maybe.
It looks like he got maybe 1 possible. And the way he marked it, we'll give him 1.
Was that Wall, 22?
No, that
23, I'm sorry.
23 it was.
Yeah, Jamison Bang.
They tried to go outside. They took them their starter out there, Darius out. And, you don't want to get him hurt right now. So just let him play offense and let him run the ball. Put a couple other kids in there.
Yeah, you got to mix everybody in here.
And he's going to come this way, see if he can get any block. No, come up and spoil the day was number 2. He slowed it down anyway.
Yeah, the actual tackle was made by Stan Dykes, a junior, number 31, by the Hornets.
Knapp slowed him down or made him move.
Yeah.
So, no. They tried to go, I call almost like a student body right, but McCann was ready. And they lost a yard on it. So 3rd and 10, and now we're going to see the obvious pass and play out of the same formation. So that's at least what I'd be doing.
Here's Pierce. Pierce looks short.
Oh my! He had a
in and out of the hands.
Talk about
Chandler Correa.
That was such a great play. I mean, the kid's got to hang on to the ball there. He's got a first down and more.
Yeah, you got to have that.
Jeez.
You got to have that.
I feel bad for the team. It's just like something positive. He wouldn't have scored, but he probably would have got a first down on it.
He's Correa's a sophomore, so.
I mean, I think you got to hit
4th and 10.
One of the tall guys. I'd be shooting for 22 the whole time anyway.
I'd go straight. I'd look for Peterson.
Look
number
at 22
12.
on the 14. He's got so much taller. You know what I mean? But again, he's running down. He's not stopping when the ball. You got to, anticipate.
Yeah, and you got good coverage there. You got triple coverage, quite frankly.
Well, but he's 6'1", 6'2". Just get it close to him. And no disrespect to the D-back, but he's shorter than him. Make a jump ball out of it.
You got to run some kind of a pattern, Jay. You got to run it. You got to run it out or something, not just straight down the seam on the sideline. So McCann takes over, and the quarterback.
Well, he's got a starting running back in there again.
Is Mendel, number 9?
And one of the starting running backs is in there, the big guy anyway.
Ball's on the ground, and it's recovered by Smith.
Unfortunately for the guy, he just comes in the first play.
Andrew Mendel, a sophomore, number 9.
You feel bad for him. You get your first opportunity. But this is the game and opportunities that
First and 10 for Smith.
This is a pitch out to 22. Can he avoid that guy?
Good job. Close to a first down. He got about close to 9.
Yeah, I'd say 8, 9. You're right. And
was that Wall, I believe?
Oh, absolutely. He's the only.
Yeah.
He's sure-handed. He hit the guy in the hands, number 24.
Nice pass. Nice pass from Pierce to Wall there.
They're playing off him and
8 yards.
Yeah,
8 yard gain.
Yeah.
Second and.
But I don't even have confidence
2.
they can gain 2 here. To be honest with you, the way the McCann defense is played, I don't have any confidence. That's why if you go underneath center for one time and QB sneak it twice, you probably get it. But everything is just shotgun.
Pierce. Caught. First down.
Yeah.
Aiden Peterson with the reception.
That's really the only way they're going to move the ball. Because these guys on the outside, 22 and 12, are tall guys. They're tall. And normally when you have those kind of tall guys, I kept saying, make a jump ball out of it. Just long. But that wasn't thrown very high. But I'm just saying that you got 2 tall guys. Normally the corners are not that tall. Your corners are usually between 5'8" and 6 foot. Those would be cornerbacks.
And George Beckwith's going to go over and take a look at another player here, I think, that may be over on their sideline. Seneca Bolte with a little cramp on the sideline, getting attention from his dad, Travis, the assistant coach here, a longtime assistant coach here at McCann.
Well, same formation.
1st and 10. Here's Pierce. Just a little dive up the middle by Beakwith for maybe a yard.
Yeah, well, keep the clock running.
Maybe.
I know McCann wants to shut out, and I kind of want to shut out for him too. But some of my heart tells me, let's see him
Oh
score.
yeah, my heart tells me
score one touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, get one touchdown,
At
and
least
let the kids feel pretty good about that ride home. That they scored a touchdown.
Wall is split wide left. Peterson right. Looks.
There's the jump ball that I've been talking about.
Yeah, but he's got to curl in, John.
He did actually come in. It just happened to be 3 guys there with him. But again, they don't. If he ever faked it, he looked that way to fake it, and just went to the other side. Wouldn't even be close.
It's 3rd down, so he's got
2 plays.
Yeah, 3rd and about 9.
But what they do is they're so inexperienced, they just stare down the guy. As soon as they get the ball, he's staring down the guy where he's going to throw it.
I'd be looking for Wall 22.
Oh, exclusively.
Wall's now split right. He's got single coverage right now.
He has, yeah.
He's got single coverage with Troy Winook. It's intercepted.
There's a flag on the play, though, so we'll see what happens, what that is. Let's see what the flag is.
Interception by number 40, Austin Blow.
All right, it was on the offense, so it is an interception. Running and throwing to his left instead of just rolling out right and throwing to his number 1 receiver, 22.
So the Hornets will take over.
The Hornets have got it. Let's see what they do now.
So the backup quarterback, Mendel, number 9, who was in for 1 play there last possession and fumbled the ball. Took some snaps on the sideline just to get used to it.
And they're not ready. The Black's not ready, so timeout.
So we got timeout on the field with, it feels like it's the end of the game, John, but it's still 2:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter as Coach Skiffany wants to call his kids over. 40-0 McCann with the football. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching high school football on Northern Berkshire Community Television. Okay, quick timeout there, and the Hornets 1st and 10 from about their own 30-yard line. First back through.
They just can't tackle.
No, that's
55
that's Delisle.
TJ. Delisle on the run,
Delisle for about 15 yards.
TJ Young on the stop. You run the ball, they just can't stop the run.
Hunter Klein, a freshman, just entering the game. Darius Tavani out.
Well, I think you
gotta play everybody now. And
yeah. Hey, it's 40-0. You got another quarter to go.
Yeah. So we're going to see a lot of the younger kids, a lot of the, we'll call them the JV players or the reserves, and it's going to be good to see them play and call their names, John.
Yeah, something different here for sure. And they just got 15 yards, so we'll see what happens here now. They're up near that midfield.
Mendel under center.
Handoff, and we got number 11 here on the sweep. Oh, he's cutting back. Got by a lot of problems, but he
got to midfield.
Right, he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Blake Todd with the ball carrier. So he's probably they're going to give him about a yard.
Yeah, forward progress. So give him a yard. He fought hard for that yard. I'll tell you that much. He was up against about 4 guys. So getting a yard was a big deal. He got one where he could have lost 4.
Well, 30 seconds to go here. Probably be if it's a running play, it'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
I don't think we're going to see any passing plays out of this unit. Number 14. Oh, he's got some room, 14.
That's Winnock.
He's got a lot of room. First down.
Troy Winnock off the right side for a first down. As the third quarter comes to an end here, ladies and gentlemen, at McCann. As
they're trying to wind it back in now, so yeah.
As the Hornets, the younger kids are going to play the whole fourth quarter most likely here. As the buzzer sounds, as we enter the fourth quarter, it's 40-0 McCann. We'll be right back for the fourth. Mendel at quarterback. The ball on the ground again.
I don't know who's got it this time. I think McCann got it back. No, he lost it. Unfortunately, that's twice.
Got to work on that.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to have.
Just inexperience. Got to get that snap. That's the first. You can't do anything until you get that snap.
But sometimes, here's my son played quarterback, but sometimes it can be on the center too.
Right.
So it's not always on the QB. If that center doesn't get it to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, John, it's the same. You're right. Same exact thing as when Gostkowski, before he went on injured reserve with the Patriots. They're saying, what's going on with him? Well, you know what? It's a new holder too.
Yeah, new holder.
And plenty of times I saw the seams of the football. And that makes a difference with the. With the spin going over.
Right.
Here's Pierce being chased. He just gets rid of it. I'm not so sure. There's no flag there, but I also
there was nobody there. They're not gonna. No,
they're not gonna throw that right now.
A tight game, you throw the flag on. I mean, it's 40-0.
You got to be outside the tackle, and he felt the pressure, and he just got rid of it. And technically, it's grounding, but with the score 40-0.
True.
They're going to let that go, John. I totally agree with you. We haven't spoken a lot, John, today. We haven't talked at all today about, the local teams here in Berkshire, Northern Berkshire County.
I didn't even know the records.
But Coach Harrington, Coach Mark Harrington's Hoosick Valley Hurricanes won again last night and remain undefeated. And they're ranked by far, John, the number one team in Division 8 in Western Mass.
Now, are we in Division 8 down here?
Yes. Pierce, and it's almost picked off.
That's because number 12 actually played defender there.
Almost picked off by Nathan Todd, a freshman.
Right. He made a nice attempt at the ball, and if it wasn't for number 12 coming back and kind of knocking it away from him, it would have been an INT. To me, I don't know. They're wasting your time. I'm going to throw it to 22. Basically, wherever he lines up, that's where I'd be throwing it to. Yeah.
The last time, John, we'll just talk Division 8. I mean, Hoosick Valley's rated number 1. Drury was number 3, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Lee number 4.
Lee's usually always got.
Yeah, they got a good ball club. They gave Hoosick Valley fits this year, and they don't get. Sometimes they don't get the respect they deserve down there. Pierce puts it up. And he just put it up for grabs.
22 stopped running. He ran into the defender and just stopped running. Well, I think we might see our first punt today. They punted once. This deserves a punt. The other guy's got his second team in there. You need to punt it here.
Wall's going to punt.
Yeah.
Pretty good pump by Wall.
Oh, yeah, he got the win at the back. He's backed him up down to the
25. 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet.
Yeah, nobody goes after the low end. Everybody goes at the high. But eventually,
nice return by Blake Todd, number 11.
He was at full speed, brother. He went full speed.
About a 17-yard return.
Oh, yeah. He put the jet on. Got what he could. Actually avoided the first tackle. And we got the timeout by the officials, moving the sticks.
Oh, we got a young man down. I just saw it, John. We got a young man from Smith Volk down.
Oh, right on the sideline?
Yeah. Coaches will come over. George Beckwith is there.
What's he? He's right in front of us, so.
So as we always do, the players, out of respect, always take a knee while a young man is being treated. And we're going to take a very short break. There's 7:27 left here at McCann in the ball game, fourth quarter. All Hornets 40-0. They have the football. We'll be right back. Okay, we're right back to action here. The young man has been taken care of. He's over on the Smith Volk side now. Mendel at quarterback for the Hornets. Here's the give to Hunter Klein.
Got thrown down by the big 62. We don't know his name, but and if we had dimensions of height and weight, we probably could figure it out. But since we don't have that either.
Well, he's been a defensive impact player today. But you know what
look at these guys. They don't even know where to line up.
Here's what I normally do, just for the folks at home. To get a roster from a team that is not from Berkshire County, you're not going to get it on iBerkshire's high school sports. So I go to Mass Live High School Sports. That's based out of Springfield. And they didn't have one. So I went to the MIAA website, and they didn't have one. So I got a hold of AD Bob Gettler at McCann, and as always, Bob is
excuse me,
so good about. Here's a throwdown for a loss there
by number 62 again. You can't run that side. Just run this side.
Ball carrier was Stan Dykes, number 31 for the Hornets. As the clock it's under 6 minutes now, and what Mr. Gettler does is he gets a hold of the AD at the school that I need, and then as soon as he gets the roster, he sends it to me, and then I do it from my laptop at home. That's how we get our rosters for teams that are not from this area.
Some of these players are still in there because Beckwith has played the whole game, but he's a freshman.
No, they're gonna have everybody right in there.
Nah, they took a couple of guys. 80's out now, and their starting quarterback Pierce is out.
There's the flag already. Trying to make the corner.
And does. And he's only got number 11.
It's Todd. Todd down the sideline.
But
Todd all the way. There's a flag down.
There's a flag back here, though.
It's coming back, I believe. It's a chop block. It's a block of the back.
Yeah. Chop block. Chop block, yeah. He threw it right away. I saw the flag down, and it looked like he was going to get tackled, and he didn't. And he had two good stiff arms.
That poor young man saying, "Come on, I just scored a touchdown."
Hey, that's my highlight of my varsity career. And
they took it away from me.
Let me tell you, though, I will say this. The flag came down right away.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, okay, I'm going to throw this for sympathy.
That's the real deal. Yeah.
It was the real deal. And what a shame, because that was a great run by Todd. And he had, like I said, a couple of stiff arms that basically just, get out of here. He gave him a stiff arm, and that was the end of him. And one of them was number sake, number 11. And he's number 11's not on the roster either here for us. So, but he looks to be a freshman or even an 8th grader.
Number 11 for Smith?
Yeah, see him back there, the safety.
Okay, yeah.
That's where 80 was, and 22. They're out of the game. Wall's out of the game. That's where he was playing. And 80 was on the end. He's out. So he took his starters out.
Ball's on the ground.
McCann recovered, from what I can see. But they got...
Or did they? No. Smith again.
Oh, my goodness. I saw the green shirt go down.
So 3 out of maybe 5 possessions, McCann has had a trouble with a snap from center, and they've given up the ball.
All right, so we'll see what unit comes out here now, what he does with his unit. He's probably going to need a timeout just to get the guys he wants on the field. So somebody called timeout because I don't think I'm upset. Tony's been pretty good this half. Tony has played different guys. He's called the Wolves off.
No, Coach Givington is.
But now let me ask you this question:
as far as sportsmanship is concerned,
I don't think Tony needs to get upset if the starting unit went in there for like 1 or 2 plays to see if they can score. I know you shouldn't, because you're throwing the flag in. But
I personally, John, I respectfully would not do that myself.
As a coach, I wouldn't want us to put I'm just saying if they did, if they decided to say, hey, we need to score a touchdown or try to. But no, we got the second unit in there. I see all the young ones. Maybe one or two linemen might be left over, but the quarterback is there. But the running back, 44, is out. No Wall's there.
You've only got 24.
You can only have so many kids.
You got 25 kids suited for McCann. 25.
And they have
maybe the same.
About the same.
Yeah.
So some of them can come out, but not all of them.
Yeah, I mean, the roster they gave me had 39 players, but there's definitely not 39 kids.
44 is back in there. 44 is a freshman, though. And he got clogged up anyway.
That went nowhere.
So, that's a good play by the second unit of McCann, and they are, looks like the majority of the second unit, although I see Tennant out there. And
Brian Rondo, a sophomore, number 64, first one there.
Oh, yeah, what a great tackle. He said none of that.
Taylor Beakwith is number 44. He was the ball carrier, and he just got snuffed for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, it's been.
They were in the backfield.
Yeah, the line, they just shot right through him. So, the sun's starting to finally catch us over here, Rick, at the end of the game.
Yeah, a little bit warmer.
A little warmer on the legs, at least. And it's a run
Give
again.
to Beakwith again.
They're going nowhere. He fumbled. And it's going.
They recovered it. Yeah.
So it's third down, and the run game.
Well, they're going to score, John. They're going to score on this drive. That's going to be it.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you right now, if they don't pass it, they're not scoring.
Yeah.
So
no,
they're not going to run it anywhere. They had that 115-yard run for the day, and that was T.J. Young, I believe, at 44 that did it. And then that was for 15 yards, and they had a pass play that went for 10. And that pretty much sums up their offense for the day.
Third and
forever.
20 plus. Picked off.
Uh-oh.
Picked off by Brandon Demers.
He's got the sideline.
And he's taken down about the 38-yard line.
That's going to about do this game.
Sophomore Brandon Demers with the pick.
At 116.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of knees, I think, will be done.
Yep. But with the second squad in there, I wouldn't even take a knee. I let
him play. Yeah, you're right.
I would hand the ball off.
Yes, you're right. They're not going to play Monday anyway. No JV game.
Under a minute.
Actually, they'll be at one playoff, if that. So, and I think that's going to be about it. They're going to run a play.
He may do a knee. You never know.
Yeah. It looks they're lining up that way. They're not lining up for a play. So they're just lining up for a knee, and I think they'll take the knee and call it a day. All right, that's it.
And that's going to do it. The time will run out. And the final score here at McCann, the Hornets 40, Smith Volk nothing. So back-to-back shutouts over Smith Volk in North Adams. Drury 57-0 last week, and Drury McCann 40-0 today. The only scoring, ladies and gentlemen, in the second half, the 6:04 of the third quarter. Darian Tavani on a touchdown run, short run, made it 39-0. PAT was good. So we had touchdowns in the first half by Darius Tavani, Seneca Bolte, Darius Tavani again, Josh Brazo, and Darian Tavani. So
well, Tony backed him off too, so he could have got a few more if he wanted to. So give kudos to Coach Skipper.
For almost the second half, the second unit was in there.
So he put the second unit. They got to see some time, so good for Tony to do that.
It was good. So a nice win for the Hornets. They improved to 2-3, and like I said, with 2 games remaining, they've got to travel to Palmer, and then they'll finish up here against Pathfinder. And that Palmer's a winnable game. I know they could go to Mohawk and win. They can go to Palmer and win, and it would be wonderful to see them.
Then they get next? They get another? Don't they get 2 games or 1 or 2 games?
Not sure what they do at the end anymore, John. But they could finish the regular season 4-3. That would be wonderful, especially after a rough start, after losing a couple close games on the road, and then that heartbreaker at Drury. So the final score again here at McCann: the Hornets 40, Smith Vocational nothing. For John Bird and Jordan Hurlbutt, I'm Rick Boer saying thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you again real soon.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.